Hey guys, what's going on? Today I will be showcasing the plugin titled Troll V4 by DxsSucuk. This is a plugin that allows you to troll users with a total of 33 different trolls in a clean GUI menu. This plugin is compatible with Minecraft versions 1.8 and above. And on top of the 33 unique trolls, there's also cool stuff like troll items and troll effects that can take place on the whole server, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. So the base command is going to be /troll or /trollhelp. Running troll help, we get all of the commands related to the plugin, so we could start off with /troll. So here we are presented with a nice menu. We can go ahead and click on a specific user that we want to troll. If you scroll over someone that has op, it'll let you know that the user has op, and they can also access the troll GUI. So Destone07 will be running trolls on myself while we troll Vaz wife. So here we can go ahead and freeze Vaz wife. As you can see, she's completely frozen. I don't know if she'll even try to move around, but she is unable to move at all right now. And we actually just got frozen ourselves, and this is literally what it looks like. You can try and move around. I'm really trying to hit all the WASD keys, but they're not working for me. You're still able to break blocks a little bit, but it's really not that smooth. And thank you for removing the freeze. Next up, we got fake OP. So this pretty much just fake ops the user. This is really nice if a troll comes on and is like, yo, I'm from Planet Minecraft, go ahead and give me op, you know, but really they don't have any op permissions or anything like that. It's just a fun troll. And as you guys can see, it just lets us know. It looks very similar to the actual message, which really adds to the effect. Next, we got the crash. We just click it, bang. They are kicked from the game and it says that they crashed. So that is really, really nice to see as well. And as you can see, this is what it looks like when we get hit with the crash. This looks literally just like a timeout crash of like, you know, too much stuff going on the server or something. So that is really, really fun. Definitely would trip up some heads. I feel like no one would even realize, you know. Next up, we got the start control. And here we are able to actually enter sort of like her body and just play for her. And they have no real option to control herself. Okay guys, I've just been notified that you actually cannot control someone while they're controlling someone else. I feel like that could get pretty over complex really quickly, but you know, we do have full control of Vaz's wife here, which, you know, while we're in game mode, it would be funny to throw in lava or something, you know. The possibilities are sort of endless. To sort of get out of doing any of these, you could go ahead and just stop control. You could also run specific commands as either yourself or Vaz's wife while in this mode. Next up, we have the spam, which just spams up the chat of whichever user you decide to inflict this poor fate on. Which, in all honesty, this is pretty bad. I mean, we're just scrolling up, scrolling down. It's just a big blunder all at once. It doesn't keep laying it on you, but it definitely is a lot to have all at once. Just a bunch of re's. Probably the worst stuff you could imagine. Next up, we got the MLG. You got a few options. You got the cobweb, water, lava, or the slime block. Pretty much this just sends the user up, and they also get their own certain block. This is actually pretty cool because using the web, if we were to get it ourselves or any of these MLG items, so we're pretty much launched up into the air, and the whole point is you're supposed to drop the item down so you sort of avoid dying. This is kind of less of like a troll. It could be like some good fun testing, or if you want to be a humane troll, the user is actually able to survive when you troll them, so that would be pretty fun to try out for sure. We also got the rocket, which is very similar to the MLG, except it just shoots them up, so we can go ahead and skip that. We have hack, which starts the hacking process on the user. As you guys can see, it sort of looks like Vaz's wife is ticking down until her untimely death. So we're viewing her, and yeah, it just sort of counts down and she explodes. And this is sort of what it looks like for us. It's just pushing in tons of strings of numbers, just dropping down to 5 seconds until our death once again. so that's pretty fun. Oh, and we blow up. But because we are in game mode creative, nothing lethal happens to us in the same way that it happened to Vaz. We also got strike, so running strike, she is just struck with a bolt of lightning. We got struck with a bolt of lightning. Nothing too exciting there, but it's pretty similar to running the smite command right on someone. We also got demo, so Vaz's wife is actually now seeing a demo screen, which I think that is a pretty hilarious troll, kind of like a subtle one. You know, they probably wouldn't even be able to identify that a troll is underway here. Alright, so the demo I've actually heard is currently not able to be displayed right now, which is totally fine. We also got explode, which destroys the map and also does some massive damage to the player. In terms of explosion, it wasn't like a huge explosion or anything, but it definitely was enough to do an auto kill to me despite being in game mode creative. So that's how you know it's kind of a serious explosion for sure. We got fake hack, which it sort of adds like this speed hack, or sort of gives the illusion of a speed hack. As you can see, Vaz's wife is just sort of flying around in all sorts of nonsensical directions. So that is just absolutely whack. We could also go ahead and add anti-cheat to Vaz's wife. So now the plugin should be letting her know that she has triggered the anti-cheat, which makes sense because she's flying around really aggressively. And this, you know, prestige anti-cheat is actually recognizing that we are hacking as well, or, you know, hacking as well. We can also go ahead and make it look like Vaz's wife is lagging out, which actually is a pretty subtle and believable hack as well. I really like that one because, you know, you just normally would not be able to detect lag very well, or it just seems kind of believable. And here we're being lagged out. Sometimes we just sort of take a pause and are running, which I like a lot. Next up, we have arrest. This one is super cool because Vaz's wife is just stuck inside of a dome of bedrock, or not even a dome, just a very simple prison, and she would not be able to break out unless someone else was able to break her out. That was like game mode creative or via teleporting, and we just got one of those wrapped around ourselves. Next up, we have rotate player. This one's pretty fun because it just slowly rotates the player. I have to imagine this is just absolutely agonizing. As you can see, we're just being rotated around like a freaking top. Not really the ideal thing that we want. And I guess while we're in it, you can't even open the troll menu properly because of the rotation, which is pretty interesting to know. After this, we got random teleport. This just teleports the player around. I don't think we really need to worry about that one. We got TNT trace, which, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It just creates loads and loads of TNT on the user, and it looks like it's on us now. And wow, it's just so much TNT, and it just spawns right on us. So we are just producing copious and copious amounts of TNT. That's crazy. And it looks like we got Vaz like right where she spawned. So she ended up dying twice. Rest in peace to her. Sorry about that, Vaz. But alright, a little bit of technical stuff that we had to get out of the way there real quick. Where were we? I think we were on web trap. And as you guys can see, Vaz has just been encoded, and I've been coded in as well, of cobweb, which is a little bit sticky and difficult to navigate through, but overall it's one of the more mundane trolls that you can issue on a player. There's also TF, which sort of traps them in another sort of bedrock casing, and it also forces the user to type in chat about how stuck they are, which is kind of funny, I will say. Next up, after TF, we have the LSD, which sort of makes the player see in a completely different and crazy perspective. After that, we have Guardian, which just adds the Guardian effect to the user. I'd have to imagine Vaz's whole perspective now is definitely a little bit wonked out. There's also arrow spam, which actually just throws arrows from all sides just at the user, which is kind of nice that she's trapped in actually this bedrock casing with the webs, because that's actually probably was what's saving her life right now. Oh, I got shot with arrows as well, I think, but it only lasts for a little while, so I think it's close to ending. I can't be safe. I can't say for sure. It looks over now though, so that's okay. After that, we got Herobrine, which actually makes the user Herobrine. They get struck with lightning, I believe, in order to become Herobrine. She died just a second ago. I don't know if that's because I got struck with lightning or she got struck with lightning. I don't know. That's really up in the air. After that, we got Tornado, which the tornado just sort of destroys the map with stone just sort of flying around everywhere. Vaz should be somewhere in this tornado, I'm not sure, or she's still getting struck by lightning. Yeah, she's still getting struck by lightning. That's okay, guys. We'll turn that off for her. We also got the fake inventory, which loses their inventory for a total of 5 seconds. And this is what it looks like for me as well. It looks like someone just ran the clear inventory effect. The time duration for this can also be configured in the config as well. Here we can go ahead and do no inventory for you, which actually prevents the player from opening their inventory. Oh wow, and actually even while I have this effect, I am unable to run the command/troll because it itself is a GUI menu, unfortunately. Let's try now. Okay, sweet. Dash turned it off for us. And there's also Slippery Hands, which drops the item the player is holding. So we just dropped that stone that was in our hand a second ago. And there's a total of 5 more left. This one is called TNT World. As you can see, this one seems to be a little bit intensive. And now sees only TNT in their world. That's absolutely crazy for the TNT world. Wow. This is a monument to Minecraft, guys. This is something. I will say, this is absolutely bonkers, and I don't know if this is like real TNT. I'm like kind of tempted to light it up, but I know the video would end just right here if we were to just do that. So yeah, that's crazy on this TNT roll business. Alright, let's see our next troll that we are going to issue. We got Rickroll, and Vaz wife is now being Rickrolled. I'm gonna go TP her in this crazy mess of a world that we have right now. Alright, next we have the Don't Stop Jumping. This one is actually super annoying. Pretty much whenever you're standing or running, it'll pretty much be like you have the space bar on at all times. As you guys can see, Vaz wife just cannot stop jumping if she's walking around, whatever. It's going on with me too. Not my favorite thing to happen in the world. As you guys can see, even in the menu, I'm just jumping around all the time. You can also deafen users and confuse them. We're just gonna go ahead and confuse them because deafen's not super important for this video, considering we have music. And while we got them confused, this sort of just trips up our gameplay here or there, which can be a little bit annoying at times for sure. Alright, next we have the Troll Server GUI. So if we're to do Troll Server, there's not so many here, but here we can do something like TP all, and this TPs all members on the server to us, and so that is quite nice. We also got Hack Message, which sort of lets everyone on the server know that the hack message is going on to everyone. As you guys can see, it actually killed the Stone 07 and Vaz wife, which I like quite a bit. And last up we have Fake Leave, which this pretty much just lets us know that we have left the game even though we have not actually left it at all. We could also do commands like troll items. Now there's quite a lot here, and this video is already a little bit lengthy, so I'm just going to show off some of my favorite items here. Here we have this OP diamond pickaxe, which has an efficiency of 1000. So, you know, even though we have all this TNT here, we can go ahead and set to GM0, and as you guys can see, we are able to just destroy this stone like it's nobody's business, like it's frickin' butter or something. So I like that quite a lot. We also have the bedrock bow, which pretty much wherever you fire, wherever the bow lands, a block of bedrock will appear, which is really cool. If you're like good at sniping people, I mean, you could really drop, like, encase them in bedrock with your aim. So that is really fun for sure. We also got the minigun, and now the minigun is a lot of fun because you're sort of just firing off snowballs that are actually like arrows, and it's really easy to mow down actual users on your server with this thing. I mean, it just does a colossal amount of damage in a very, very short amount of time. Really fun, and a really fun custom plugin, definitely. There's also the creeper bow. Now if we fire this, it will just spawn a creeper wherever it lands. I didn't want to do it in front of everyone else because of all the TNT we have. There's also the lightning bow, which just does the same thing except with lightning. Here we have an OP diamond sword, and to check it out, our fire is really high and so is our sharpness. So it's pretty much just a one-tapper. And we also got a fireball stick as well. We can just right-click with it, and boom, it makes a pretty small but quite a big punch fireball. Alrighty guys, after that we just have a few small things such as the troll vanish. You could just run the command /trollv, and that actually puts us in vanish so other players can't see us. We look normal from our view, but players who are not opt will not be able to see us at all. So that's kind of a nice vanish feature. It's also like a server utility thing. You could also do troll GM, and that just puts you right into game mode 1. You can also do troll fly, and that toggles your if you can fly or not. And last but not least, a little bit of housekeeping stuff such as the changelog. Here it just tells you what gets added in various versions of the plugin, all the way from the most recent to some of the older ones. And last but not least, we have troll credits. Running this command, we have all of the users that we can thank for this plugin existing. What's pretty cool is even I am on here at the very bottom, so that is quite nice for the shout out. Wow guys, so that's about it for the Troll V4 plugin. Again, this plugin is just absolutely packed, guys. Troll V4, or otherwise known as Troll. You know, special thanks to Vaz and DxsSucuk for this one, because this was just an absolute unit of a video. I think I'm still being trolled right now. But yeah guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll leave a link to download this down in the description below. Also, I'll leave a link to my server, Barbercraft, and the IP down in the description below as well. Thanks for watching everybody, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Peace out everybody.